name is Simeon Baker. I am a musician and a photographer from Australia, living in Europe. This is my little home on wheels. It's a VW T5, and yeah, I'm gonna show you around. So as you can see, it's a pretty normal T5 basic setup. It doesn't actually even really look like a camper. I quite like that because I'm in cities quite often. I want it to look as normal as possible and not too much like a camper van and that someone's staying in there. At the moment, I'm currently in the process of wanting to make it a little bit more off-roady. I want to get a bar on the front, some maybe a light bar, eventually some roof racks and that sort of stuff. Here I'm running the BF Goodrich KO2s. They're great. I got them beginning of the year. I'm really loving them at the moment. Just for anyone that's interested in tire size, because I sometimes get asked this, I'm running the 235s by 70 and on the 16-inch rims, so they fit and I don't have to cut anything, and that's perfect. My rims are Delta 4x4 WPs. I got them actually just the other week, so I've already dirtied them up a bit, but they're great. I think they look rad, and I'm super stoked with them. So yeah, really happy with that. So onto the cab. This is yeah, just obviously standard. The seats are not actually VW seats. These are, I think they're Range Rover seats. They were put in when I bought the van, so I don't actually know exactly what they are, but they're super comfy and I think they look nice. So yeah, if you actually know what these seats are, let me know in the comments, because I would actually like to know what they are exactly. So now onto the main section of the van. This is my little tiny living space. I have it running on a leisure battery underneath the passenger seat here, and that's yeah, that's just all hidden in there. I think it's 75 amp hours, so it's actually not that huge, but that's on a split charge relay to the car engine, so that just charges when I'm driving along. Yeah, T-tail, that's the most exciting part of all vans, of course. I've got a little cooker here. This is just on running water, and we got a bit of air in the pipes. So yeah, that's just very basic, very simple. Got my little stove here. So yeah, that's a pretty standard little thing especially in the T5s. I used to have a fridge down here, but I actually took it out because it wasn't that good. Now I've just replaced it with storage containers. I have, music gear, music extras and leads and all that. More music gear, some photography stuff and cables and all that. I've got my tripods in here as well, so that's really rad for just keeping everything a bit more organized. In this one, I have all my food gear, so it's a little bit crazy in there at the moment, but yeah, I've just got yeah, this is probably all gonna fall apart, but go for it. Yeah, this is just plates and oil and all that. More cooking gear down here, and then a bunch of stuff here. We've got the old pot noodles. That's the essential part of van life and keeping yourself healthy. Oh yeah, and I also have my water in here. It's a very small tank, but does the job, and I probably should get more water tanks, but that's fine. And gas is just behind in there as well. So that just, yeah, controls all of this. So my blinds, I used to have these just hang-on blinds for the windows, and they were really annoying and really slow. Basically, these blinds are super rad, super quick, super easy. They're thermal inside, so there's yeah, the thermal capabilities inside there, and that's just quick and easy. They're actually made by the guys at Van Shades. Yeah, I think these are probably the best blinds on the market for sure, especially for the T5s and that. So yeah, I'll actually link to these in the description. So if you want to check them out, I highly recommend, and they're very dope. Here, this is just a little drawer I keep just jackets and extra inverter, stuff like that inside there. And that actually, this all goes into the main back compartment here. Yeah, I kind of keep them a little bit separately just because back here I have a bunch of other stuff that isn't possible to get through here. Down here I have just my little power board. It's actually in a terrible position, but it's fine because I just usually leave it on most of the time. Now we'll go over here. I've got a little table. This is pretty standard. It's just got the single leg there. So that's on there, and it clips onto this little rail with this feet here. And this is just perfect for having a bit of extra workspace. If I'm gonna tighten this up. Yeah, so if I've got, if I want to be on my laptop or I'm cooking or something, that's just perfect to be able to, have stuff cooking here, chopping. It's a table, I think you'll get the idea. Right. Oh, I forgot to mention I do have so I have blinds over here. They're strapped up at the moment. But this is just a blind that covers this cab area to both of them, and that's just good so that creepy people at night can't look in when you're sleeping. Oh yeah, we've got some high quality technology here for 2019 as well. You know, the most essential, a DVD player. So if you want to watch some movies and you've got DVD still in 2019, I actually only use it for the light. Whoop, if it turns on, yeah. So yeah. This is also, this is just full of random stuff. I just put my fruit and veggies on there. I don't actually have a compartment that I put all my clothes in. So I actually have always just kept my clothes in here, because if I'm in and out of friends' places or if I'm traveling and that, it's just easy just to be able to take all my clothes in my bag. And also I just prefer my storage for the other stuff in all the storage compartments. Now to the bed. This is, this bed folds down, which I can show you. So all I need to do is pull this and just it slides into the bed, and that's useful because obviously it's a small space. It's nice to be able to open it up during the daytime, and at night time just pull this, and I've got all my sleeping gear which I can just throw over it, and then I'm ready to sleep. So now to the back section of the car. So yeah, this is like the tailgate version, which is very obvious, but this is actually super nice because when it's raining like it is a little bit right now, this is super nice just to be able to have a bit of extra shelter, and you know, you can have the van open and it's not like getting wet inside. Because I play music and that's kind of part of my job, I actually have 2 guitars in here, which is not ideal for a pretty small van, but yeah, you just make do with what you've got, hey? So yeah, I've got one that just folds up behind here. I have my longboard. I have a massive PA speaker, which is ridiculous, but that's what I play my music through, so got to bring that. And I've also got another guitar under here and a bunch of stands and stuff under here, so that's just more storage under there. Then in here, this is just a good little storage. Actually, I got a bunch of, you know, like the jack and everything. I've got coals, which I don't know why I have that. Chair. This is a fly screen, which actually the fly screen fits over the whole outside section of the vans. Then I have CDs, little barbecue, which I never use. There's a fan here, and yeah, just a bunch. That's kind of my like throw everything in there and hide it. So yeah, that's basically it, I think. It's a very simple van, but you know, van life is not meant to be an overly luxurious getaway. It's just a simple way of life. So that's my T5, and that's been my little home for the last 2 years. Bye.
Oh shit, I was recording.
You weren't?
No.
The whole time?